While we're here with John Rawling, obviously voice of BT Sport Boxing, I want to ask you about Deontay Wilder's performance at the weekend in his rematch with Luis Ortiz. Many ways like the first fight, although he wasn't under as much pressure. He lost, for most people's reckoning, most of the rounds before finding that massive right hand, as he usually does. What did you make of it?
Well, it was predictable in its way, wasn't it? It was a fairly typical Deontay Wilder performance. I didn't give Ortiz all 6 rounds, as some people at ringside did. You know, watching it, I think I'd have probably had him maybe 3 points ahead, possibly 4 when the end came. But it's what you know about Deontay, isn't it? He didn't get hurt by Ortiz, in my opinion. He wasn't really in any trouble, but Ortiz was just giving him a few problems with the southpaw style. But you sort of always knew that at some point he's going to detonate that huge right hand, which is what happened. And whatever you say about Deontay Wilder, he has got tremendous power. You know, people were saying after that fight, is he the biggest punching heavyweight of all time? Well, frankly, I think that's rubbish. You know, and it's invidious to compare eras anyway. Is he a bigger puncher than George Foreman? Is he a bigger puncher than Sonny Liston? Is he a bigger puncher than Lennox Lewis? You know, in my opinion, it's all you can be is the biggest anything in your particular era, and at the moment he is the biggest puncher, and that spectacular right hand continues to serve him well. But I don't think that Tyson Fury will have seen anything in that performance that he thinks he's not seen before, and he'll be as convinced now, if not more so, that he can just outbox him and take him to a big points victory. Because I think everybody would expect come February 22nd, if indeed it goes ahead on that date, and all indications are that it will, that you're going to have the boxing skill of Tyson Fury against the punch power of Deontay Wilder. And he pays your money and takes your choice. It's a fantastic rematch, and I can't wait.
And we found out this week that the vacant Ring Magazine heavyweight belt's going to be on the line between those two as well. I think some people thought it might be on the line for the Joshua Ruiz rematch, but it's going to be there for the winner of Wilder's and Fury's rematch. Fair decision, do you think?
Yeah, I think for all the fascination in the fight between Joshua and Ruiz, and don't get me wrong, that is an incredibly marketable and interesting fight, because if Anthony loses that, you know, where does he go? It becomes difficult to see what the future's going to be. It's not going to be the end of the road. Of course it's not. It never is. But he's no longer going to be quite the marquee attraction that he's been over the last 2 or 3 years. But I think Fury Wilder is just a fantastically marketable fight. And, you know, anybody who's interested in boxing, I really think that touches all bases. And whoever comes through that, if it's a close fight, why not have a trilogy? You could see that happening. But obviously, Joshua Ruiz, they'd be in the shake-up somewhere down the line.
Brilliant. John, as always, been a pleasure, and we look forward to Saturday night.
Oh, absolutely.
Cheers.